Water, the H2O family. Love and life, peace and blessings. It's your brother. Salute to everybody. I'm the Amanashi, also known as I'm the Omnis. Again, this is Black News 720. I'm the Vision EDU. We've been in the making for a little minute, family. And you know my emphasis for this channel is historical literacy and scientific literacy for indigenous people. You feel me? Because I mean, even though we have Western education and Western systems of education, there's not a focus, a true focus on Black, the impact that Blacks have made historically. You feel me? And emphasizing on who we are. You feel me? And so that's why we created this channel for information. You know what I'm saying? To discover who we are, our roots. You feel me? And so I got into this like 7 years ago, and I started out with Brother Hakeem Bey. That was one of a reference that somebody had gave me. The Hidden Colors documentary, which is really good, Brother Tariq Nasheed, as far as history is concerned. That's when I started rocking with Brother Dr. Umar Johnson, and he talks about, the the political bias that takes place in the school systems with Black kids, putting us on Madison, saying there's something wrong with us, and technically it's just a medical opinion because someone is accredited with having this expertise in this area. So we need people to come and speak out on any type of information that that's pertaining to our people and that can help our people. And so salute to brothers like that. Like I said, that's the way I started my journey, and I thought it was something that needed to be highlighted. You feel me? And so anyway, I was building this morning, and there was a little dialogue on social media with a sister, and it's been going on. It ain't just this one person. Earlier this week, I was at work doing my thing, and somebody had asked me like, "Do I have kids?" and how many kids I got and their ages and stuff like that. And then it was like, "Did I get married?" You know what I'm saying? And I said, technically, I did get married, but I don't believe in a man-made marriage. I don't believe in the the legal contracts and putting all your information out there to the government and stuff like that. I don't believe in it. I feel like a lot of people get into marriages and there's a lot of cap going on. It's an idea. You want people to see you get married and it's a big event and everybody having fun, having a good time. But it's really about the union between man and woman. That's what marriage is. The counter opposites, just like yin and yang, is a duality. You bring the opposites together to create wholeness, to create fulfillment, to create completion. And in science, there's 23 chromosomes from the mother, 23 chromosomes from the father that make 46 chromosomes. All right, they call it chromosomal fusion. This is what creates embryos, and the embryo is a baby. All right, a living being that has the genetic information from both the mother and the father. Not just that, but it has generations of information, of thoughts, of feelings, of experiences. All right, we call it genetic memory. And uh, when you create kids, it's a little bit more than what people understand, and it's really like a divinity for the opposites to come together, just like in creation with the unified field, right? Electricity and magnetism creates the electromagnetic field. There's a feminine force, a masculine force. There's a negative charge, there's a positive charge. You put the charges together just like a battery, and it creates a constant, all right? A constant flow of energy and charge. All right. So this is just the basics. There's three when it comes down the to the whole module of physics when you're dealing with particle physics. You have your electron, your proton, and your neutron. All right. One is electric, one is magnetic, and the other is neutral, which contains both charges. In chemic, we call it Kemetology, all right, for anybody who studies the Kemetic spirituality belief out of Africa. Um, Europeans, uh, they call it Egyptology. Egypt is the name that was given to the Kemetites from the Greeks. So just like the guy Tyson Fury, the boxer, like, he white, the great white hype, they think he all that. They gave him the name Gypsy, but Gypsy is a nickname that was given to the Egyptians from the Greeks. So their original culture is not um, from the European lens, but from the Kemetic lens. And like I said, we have the three, the representation of the Trinity, with Astar, Aset, and Heru. You feel me? You have the mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Mother, and then you have the Holy Child, which is the combination of both. All right. Everybody know about the yin and the yang, so that's a simple way to understand it. You feel me? But the universe is all about duality. All right. There's a counter opposite which complements the other, right? You have strengths, you have weaknesses. When you come together with your counterpart that's strong in the areas you are weak, and you may be weak in the area that they are strong, when you come together, you create that completion. So anyway, I think the sister had an issue with my statement, but it is what it is. That's what the internet is all about. People having their opinions and voicing their ideas and their thoughts, and it's good, so we can build, we can make sense of what's going on. So I say to everybody that's in the building, love and light. I know it's been a while. I've been busy, family, working, and just dealing with, day-to-day life issues. I love to get on here and build with y'all, and you know how we do. Um, but like I said, I want to get more active with y'all. But I just been on the move lately. But yeah. So my post was, marriage is not what man says it is, right? It is what creation says that it is. It's the biological union between opposites to create child, all right, which is the Holy Trinity. That was the Pope. The biological union is the merger between the 23 chromosomes, all right, the fusion between the masculine and the feminine. And my grandmother, she passed away not so long ago, you know what I'm saying? Bless her soul, I miss her so much. Marjorie, she's still within me. You know what I'm saying? She within my children, my mother. My mother, she a lot like her. And that's what's so dope about genetics. It's like she's gone, but she's still here with us, through us. You know what I'm saying? And when you procreate with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You merge your physical energy with them and your spiritual energy. Like I said, even astrology is inherited just the way DNA is inherited. You feel me? And as far as the bill that we had on social media about the Holy Trinity coming from the Bible is a compilation of ancient revised text, right? It comes from pre-existing civilizations. The Bible only counts from 2,000 years ago, for 2,000 years ago. Okay? Now, so the Holy Trinity is not a new concept. Like my grandmother said, hey, it's nothing new under the sun, grandson. It's nothing new. It's just different people, different faces, but it's the same thing. So again, I tell you that the Holy Trinity is about creation, right? And the role that the masculine and the feminine plays to bring about that wholeness and that completion. And so that's what it's about, family. If you have kids, that's a good thing. You feel me? I feel like with the little Pride Month that just went by, I feel like that's anti-progressive when it comes to creation, because man and woman are designed biologically. You know what I'm saying? Like they're engineered to create. So that's one of the purposes of being a man and being a woman. And I know that we live in a modern society that's, they got certain rules that dictates our moves and the way that we think, the way that we move, all of that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you can make all the money in the world, right? Have the biggest legacy, and then you don't have children, then you miss something in life. Like you missed the boat when it came to a basic biological need and function. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to reproduce. That's why plants have seeds, right? It's like humans have balls, have ovaries, you feel me? Whatever you want to call it, it's made to reproduce. And if a living organism cannot reproduce, then it will go extinct. Okay? And so nature is very intelligent. It's the ultimate intelligence. And that's why I've always said, you know what I'm saying, that like even the greatest scientific ideas come from nature. So, nature is the standard of superior intelligence. And it's already calculated these things. To exist, you must multiply yourself. You must reproduce. All right. And there's a system for that. So people who are into the pride thing, I don't hate them. I don't, what I'm saying? I'm not against them in that way, but it is illogical to go your whole life without reproducing. All right. It don't matter what type of legacy you build. If you haven't done that, which is something that's basic, then that's not a good thing, in my opinion. You feel me? And like I said, you familiar with what? What virtual fertilization, IVF treatment? You got people paying 80,000 for surrogate mothers to go through the process and have a embryo implanted into them artificially, and for them to go through that whole process. They'll pay you 50,000, 80,000. These rich couples, you know what I'm saying? Some of them LBGT, you know what I'm saying? I think the brat just had a baby like that. They did something like that. But I just feel like modern society is getting far, far away from what's natural. And when people talking about God and religion and all that, you can't talk about God. You can't talk about religion without understanding the role that nature plays in creation. Like we're part of creation. The solar system, the planets, the humans, the animals, the plants. You feel me? The chemicals that make up the liquids, the solids, the gases, all of this is a part of a system. All right. And our job is to, fit within that system and to be productive within that system. And so, like I said, Holy Trinity does not come from the Bible. There is no Father, uh, a Son, and Holy Spirit because there's no mother. And in nature, there's no life without a feminine. There must be a man, there must be a woman, and then they come together, all right, to create the holism, right? To create the combination of both. And so it's never happened in history. No man has ever had a baby with a man. No woman has ever had a baby with another woman. It's just not designed that way. All right. And so, again, before modern society, before legality, before this criminal law system, before all of this stuff, you feel me? Because I am a shepherd, and what's this girl, old girl from she be doing R&B music? I forgot her name. Just did a post about it, but they just got a divorce, and she got to walk away with her bread, and she walked away with some of his bread too. You feel me? But anyway, that law, that legality, that's modern, that's man-made. It has nothing to do with God, nothing to do with creation. People dumping plastic into the sea, creating artificial chemicals that cause cancer. All right, all of that's man-made. A mule, right? That's a species that would not exist naturally. That's man-made. I need for y'all to understand the difference between natural and man-made. All right. And so, marriage, I'm going to say it one more time so I can reinforce my message. Marriage is not what man says it is, right? It's what creation says that it is, what God says that it is, all right? And people have baby daddies, baby mamas, and they treat it like it's nothing. You feel me? You merge your information with that person. That person really should be one of the most important people in your life. Because long after you die, just like my grandma passed away, the only thing that's left in her legacy is us. Us. You feel me? And like I said, in the future, it's going to be somebody looking just like her that comes from our lineage because her DNA was fused together, right? With another person. And that created, the multiplication of self and love for self. And so, anyway, I just think we need to reevaluate culture. I know we're in America. I know Christianity is the most popular belief, But there's other languages, there's other cultures, there's other belief systems. People who believe in God, believe in spirituality, but it's not Christian because they don't come from that. They don't come from Western society. Okay? So just know that your religion, your way of doing it, your way of spirituality is just one of many. And that human beings have been doing this for a very, very long time. All right? And so I just feel like having a child with somebody is one of your biggest investments that you're going to make in life. It's one of the biggest investments that you're going to make in your whole life. All right? Because after you gone, the money gone. You can't take it with you. All right? The people that you have fun with, they might be sad for a little bit, but it's not going to last long. The people that's going to care about you the most is your loved ones, your descendants. And so, yeah, marriage is about that union between the counter opposites. And if you guys have an explanation that you feel like is more suited, that's better, that makes more sense, then y'all put me on game. Because right now I don't see it. Right now, my eyes is on nature as far as like what's true, what's relevant, what's the most direct from God. Like I look to nature for stuff like that. Because I know the Bible is translated, 1,300 translations. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's revised literature from other societies where people had different languages. You feel me? So when I'm looking for things that's directly touched by God, I go to nature, right? Because nature is the most untouched. All right. And so that's my Bible family. I came up in Christianity, but I learned a lot of other things. And so it's no way that I can subscribe to that any longer. All right. And it's no shade to anybody that y'all still on that. But yeah, I had we had to chop it up about that. Like there's so many sisters that don't understand that. Like you're the person that you made kids with, they need to have a certain amount of importance in your life because that's just crazy that you would make kids with that person. And then, it's just a feeling at the moment. And then after that, it means nothing. But anyway, it's a design that's created by the universe. All right. And like my little brothers told me one time, he was like, bro, like she just looking for a suitor, bro. Like it felt like I was watching the Discovery Channel, like Animal Planet or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how animals be, bro. Like, but I mean, we are part of the universe. We're part of creation. The masculine and the feminine, they seek each other out. And we do what we do. And from that comes a fruit. You feel me? A child, a little girl, a little boy. And like I said, it's bigger than what y'all think, family. That's your information, that's your data, your thoughts, your feelings, and your experiences is in that person. All right. So sometimes when people be like naturals in something, it's because of their ancestors, like whatever they was doing. They inherited that gift. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it was that makes them just so quick and it's so easy for them to be good at something or do something like that shit run in your family. Peace and blessings. I see Travis R. just passing through, dropping subs and likes. Peace and blessings, brother. I appreciate you for stopping by, showing the channel some love. Make sure, yeah, the sub, and you know what I'm saying, and like, and bring people through so we can have some more conversations about what's going on in politics, in the world, and in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, brother. I really appreciate that, man. I see. Black power, brother. But yeah, I like to have conversations, family, about real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody come to me and say, "Well, why you didn't marry her?" I married her because I was with her for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? She was pregnant for half of the time that we was together. When she was pregnant, she was accommodated. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I rubbed her feet. You know what I'm saying? Made clean. You know what I'm saying? Cook. Like the baby already knew me because I was talking to the baby while the baby was still in her stomach. You feel me? She never had to go through that process alone. You feel me? So any other niggas she was dealing with, they didn't go through that process that I went through. You feel me? I was there with her the whole time through all of those experiences. And so we live a married life, but I told my baby mama that I don't believe in that modern marriage. I don't believe in that. It's a contract, it's legal, it's getting you tied in with the government. You know what I'm saying? They in your business. And I'm not that type of person. I teach black consciousness. And so that goes against my belief system. All right. So I don't subscribe to, colonial ideologies. You feel me? I don't subscribe to that. And so it doesn't mean that I don't love her because I did love her. And I showed that by committing my time and all the things that I did when I was around. You feel me? But yeah, I don't like when people do that. Talking about, oh, you ain't married. Like, but you miss people that's married right now getting a divorce. Like, I mean, Tom Shepard. Like, bro, he's that's a basketball player. The man making millions of dollars. Ain't no way he should have been losing his woman or his family, none of that. But he going through the same things that other black men go through in the society. That's what's happening. That's what's going on, family. Kanye West going through the shit with a white woman. And he got money. I mean, that shit don't mean nothing. But yeah, the person you had kids with, man, that's way bigger than what you understand, yo. You done made a contract, not a man made it, but you done made a spiritual contract when you merge your energy with that person. Ducky, Saina, hello, I am new, so I am subscribing. I see Ducky Zena, salute. I see Queen, I appreciate the sub. I appreciate you for joining in and rocking with us. We're just chopping it up about the topic of marriage and the taboos and the cultural and societal norms. I just want people to reevaluate their understanding of what marriage is. Is it what man has made it? Is it something that's natural? What did God mean? What did the universe mean? What was the intention of creation? All right. And that's what I'm trying to get to. I feel like men make a lot of mistakes and a lot of flaws. You know what I'm saying? And we've done great things, but man is nowhere near perfect. All right. Blackfoot, pro black. I don't know who that is. Blackfoot, somebody goofy. I see all the real people in the building. I see, like I said, Black Power. Salute, love and light. Uh, yeah, so like I said, marriage, family. Just that's just one of many topics that I wanted to build about. But understand the difference from what's natural and what's not natural. You feel me? There's a difference. I feel like the universe is just so intelligent that it's impossible for it to make a mistake. So if a man has ovaries, so wrong with that. You feel me? The man has testicles for a reason, but that's a part of his reproductive system as a male. For a woman to have ovaries. Now I know things happen when people can't have children, but that's not natural. Something happened to them. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't really deal with the doctor like that. I deal with it, but I don't trust them. And I don't really have too much faith in the modern medicine and stuff like that. You feel me? So, um, yeah, so just challenging people to think. I ain't trying to make nobody join no cult. I ain't trying to make nobody be exactly on what I'm on. You feel me? But yeah, there's a reason for that. There's a reason. But yeah, everything nice. Everything nice. Today is a beautiful day. We'll be having haters in the building, goofies. People don't even be knowing. Like, I don't even know you. Who the fuck is you? All right. So again, the topic. This shit crazy dealing with people, yo. People is silly as hell, funny. The topic, marriage, family. What y'all think about this shit? Y'all got baby mamas, baby daddies. Y'all probably ain't even really cool like that. Y'all can't even sit down and chop it up and have a conversation. Because there's so much hostility that build up over the years. But at one point in time, that was your favorite person in the world, right? So it's crazy. The the relationship between the divine masculine and the divine feminine family. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I proved my point as far as the Bible being ancient revised literature. You have the Egyptian Book of the Dead. That's what they call it. I'm sure there was I think they call it the uh, Papyrus of Ani. I think that's the name of it. And then they had the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and then the Dead Sea Scrolls. So those are older texts that predate the Bible that come from the Kemetic people. And they wrote in papyrus, which is like, this type of wood that comes from, that's indigenous to the area of Africa. You know what I'm saying? The Greeks, they started getting into it. But it's one of the older methods of recording. You know what I'm saying? Before we had the paper that we use today, we use papyrus. That's for the Dead Sea Scrolls. Then the Egyptian Book of the Dead, that's written in hieroglyphics. So you got the metanetric, which are like illustrations and pictograms. Like I said, they call it the hieroglyphics, but it's pretty much like images of nature, like the sun, the moon. You feel me? Activities of humans and what they had going on, different animals and stuff like that. All of that stuff is a part of nature, is a part of creation. You feel me? And so they heard me say Holy Trinity, and they was thinking that I got the concept of Holy Trinity from the Bible. But I'm trying to tell y'all that the Bible stole these concepts from the Kemetic people, right? If you believe in colonization, slavery, you got to understand that slavery plays a role in that too, in religion, in culture. And if you believe in the outer Africa theory, that the origins of civilization stems from some common ancestors in Africa, which I do believe, you know what I'm saying? Uh, then that's a good indication right there to show you that if the African people are the oldest group of people on the planet, then they should have the oldest documentation. They should have the oldest representation of spirituality on the planet. You feel me? And so when you're talking about religion and all of that, you got to think about the culture that it comes from. All right. And so, like I said, Peter, Paul, uh, Abraham, all of those names are European names. And you're talking about countries that are in Africa, like Israel. You feel me? Egypt. Um, there's different places. The River of Jordan, the Red Sea, uh, Mount Sinai. Like I said, all of those are African locations. So it doesn't make sense for you to have this story about the Bible, right? And then all of the names are European. So, like I said, when we're dealing with these stories and these belief systems, understand that it's associated with a culture. You got to ask yourself, what culture is this coming from? We go into church and we see the images of Jesus Christ, right? Especially in the South. And you see a white man with a lamb, he got on a little white coat or whatnot, little white, not coat, but little robe, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be so fresh, so clean, everything white, he white. The lamb's white, the clouds behind them white. You feel me? And then they say in the Bible that he had hair of no skin of bronze and hair of wool. So there's a contradictory when it comes to the Bible and like culture and trying to identify who is who, you know. And so I don't know, just ask some questions. I think all of the new subs that's in the building is rocking with me. I say love and light. All right, it's your brother. And we're gonna do another bill later on today. Um, the new bill gonna be lit. I wanted to talk more about the Terrence Howard situation. He's bringing this new way of thinking to everybody. It's new innovation. It's dope. It's fly. It's different. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I don't know, bring out the best in you. You know what I'm saying? Leave your stamp on the planet. Do something to show us who you are. You feel me? And I like people like that. So that's how I see myself. I identify myself as one of those type of individuals. So anyway, if y'all rocking with the Black News 720, y'all tune in later on this evening. And we're gonna do another video. I'm gonna show y'all how what Terrence Howard is saying is consistent with nature and with the principles of the universe. Like I said, when you're looking for truth, don't look to man, don't look to the Bible, right? In the beginning, there was nature. Like I said, for man to document, you gotta breathe, you gotta live, and the trees make oxygen. So without nature, you feel me? There's no man documenting, saying, or recording anything. So in the beginning, there was nature. So I look to nature for truth to determine what is real, what is not. And like I said, Terrence Howard, what he's teaching is consistent with the laws and the principles of nature and what we see. All right. So I say to everybody that's in the building. And so I'm gonna go ahead and slide on up out of here. I appreciate the love. All right, salute, peace and blessings.